And welcome everybody for today's live stream. Today we're gonna be streaming the professional tournament again, final stage. We're gonna be streaming the semi-finals for the upper bracket and then the finals for the upper bracket, determining who is gonna be our first team for the grand finals. Then, yeah, a lot of sense. Again, as probably most of you know, this is a coin stream. So if you want to get some coins and are on the EU server, please go ahead and go onto the Wargaming Blitz portal, log yourself in there, and then you can watch the stream there as well. I will try to make the stream as long as possible for you to get as many points as you can, in case somebody starts late. And yes, before we start with the games here, let's have a look. So we had these games now, they are all done. Our top 4 are Legion, Loka, Endgame, and Raid. And those are our finalists. We're going to be watching Loka versus Endgame today on Canal, Castilla, Nube, and Mason Runes. As well, Fujit will be streaming this game as well, so go ahead and check him out if you maybe prefer his commentary. Legion versus Raid will be streamed by Amunet and Rip, so if you want to go ahead and see those games, you can go over there and have a look. I will certainly rewatch that. And whoever wins of both games will fight after that then against each other. And those games will be streamed by all 4. So yeah. But today is coin stream, so I'm assuming most are gonna be watching here. As you can see, Fujit is down there. And we're seeing Loka versus Endgame here. If you have watched my game where they played already against each other, you will remember that Loka did beat Endgame 4-1 here. But we will of course have to remember that Winch, one of their main players, had 2 disconnects. So we'll hope that won't happen today again. Of course, I'm not gonna talk away the skill of Loka, they definitely know what they're doing. But 2 disconnects in 2 games, or 1 disconnect in 2 games is quite harsh. But yeah, let's have a look at the first map that we are going to be playing today. It will be Canal. Canal we've seen a couple of times throughout this spring season already. Most teams seem to be going for either CD or BD, depending on what team is playing. A sometimes played, but not as often. We've seen Endgame play that as well. They did play on this map before, I think, as well, where Endgame went A and B, and then hard pressed onto the enemy spawn, whilst Loka was more on a CD approach, and then, yeah. So it's gonna be interesting to see. We will see some mediums, maybe a TD. A grill is often used here, especially from the red spawn. From the red line, there are some crazy angles into C. And then on the ridge line near spawn 2 of the reds, there is a lot of supporting fire. On team green, we could see TD as well, maybe go to A, maybe stay near the spawn. And generally just E5s, 113s, some ISOs, maybe a mouse in the middle as well on the bridges. But without further ado, let's have a look at the lineups here. And for Loka, we see double Sheridan, double 50B, triple double IS4 and 1 FV215B here. So quite a bit of mobility and a good amount of firepower. Double 50B hasn't worked out too much yet on this map. It will be interesting to see how Loka can utilize it. And the team of Endgame here going with a double IS4, a Leopard, again general here. 1 E5, 162A, 1 Sheridan and 1 mouse. So more of a diverse lineup, more suited for some other areas. The Leopard is great with sniping, basically can be used as a TD. Sheridan of course for spotting. 62A is a good all-rounder. IS4s can be used in most areas. E5 might get sent quite aggressively, either down into the riverbed or onto D or A. And the mouse of Winch will definitely go into the middle. I don't think we're gonna see him anywhere else. So, yes. Looking forward to this matchup. Of course, 5 minutes delay for you guys. And it's a best of 7 for the first match, so whoever gets 4 wins first wins. Let's have a look and jump straight into match number 1 on map 1. Loka versus Endgame here. And of course, we see the usual players in both teams. Nothing too surprising here. If I butcher anyone's names, I will apologize, but I will try my best to cover them properly. I will also have changed my FPS down to 30 in-game. The stream is still at 60, so that I encounter less frame drops overall. I'm hoping that will be doing nice, and yes. Let's just get some air here. You see Endgame here, sending 2 tanks already at D. Spessy here very aggressively, might get pummeled in the middle. Drops down into the river. Survivor here in B. Winch with his mouse obviously gonna go towards C. And we see Rico there, quite passively, sniping onto C here. Edgar behind Winch. Winch takes a lot of damage already. Ariana Grande, they're taking a lot of damage. Winch taking more and more here from these 50 Bs. Edgar has been reset. He has been capped now as well. Cap advantage here definitely for endgame. Cardolek is gonna get A. Winch here lost a lot of hit points already. But the team of Loka has taken some damage as well. Hit points are quite equal here. Orca has to be careful. Spessy as well. Baron is gonna spot them if they fire, and Ariana there is looking to do some supporting shots. And it seems that endgame here is more focused on D. Karolek there might be a bit more aggressive, but is currently being careful, of course. Rico here is moving forward as well. And it's a very slow start so far. Other than the initial damage, no one has been seen yet. Point advantage there for endgame by about 3 points. So it's not a lot. If someone dies, that will definitely go into their favor. If someone enters the cap, it will go in their favor. But endgame here very defensive. They of course want to win this first game. Same as Loka, and the 50Bs are grouping up here. Nicola has been spotted. Is pushing down here as well, very aggressively. He could have taken quite a bit of damage there if Loka had a bit better shots onto him. Especially that Sheridan, not a lot of penetration there, is gonna struggle. And let's have a look onto Karolek's perspective here. He is just sitting in the bush for now, spotting passively, so not a lot has happened on this side so far. Nicola here now going aggressive. We have seen this spot before used against endgame. So we know that this is useful and that it can provide some cover here, but great shot there, good rocket there from the Sheridan here. With a very strong position as well. You can sometimes see TDs in here, but this time they decided to go for Sheridan. Rockets seems to be a bit more reliable. A miss there. As the Sheridan is getting spotted. Rico here slowly moving up as well. Not a lot yet. Still happening. Points are now ticking. Edgar has been spotted in his eyes for. Cardolek is repositioning. He might look to push into C or just fall back overall. Baron now pushing in. Survivor moving. Here comes the move from Loka. They want to enter C. They want to get that cap advantage. Just going into C will stop them from gaining points from it. So they definitely want to avoid anyone getting that. The 50Bs are now here as well. Rico is preparing. Karolek is grouping up as well. And this seems to be the push for C here. This will be the fight. Allison here looking to flank around. Onto Edgar. Not been spotted just yet. Survivor there taking a bit more damage. Allison now coming. Is gonna put some shots into Edgar. Bounces us first. Nicola now taking some damage. He is getting flanked by the Sheridans. Push now coming in from Loka here. Rico pushing in as well. Nicola taking quite a bit of damage. And it's not looking good so far. Points are ticking more and more. Loka just need to enter that cap once or kill Nicola. Nicola now very low. Rico is gonna get him. Byron now pushing down Edgar. Pushing on to Survivor. Wants to keep him from entering. But Loka win their first match here. Killing Nicola. Good push there. From the FV, from the Sheridan. Pushing on to the side. Has been a close game, but Loka there with the finishing blow has played it a bit better. 1-0 here now for Loka. Have gotten themselves the victory. Playing with points there. Very good pincer movement as well. It might not have looked like a pincer movement, but sending those 50s, those IS4s onto C, indicating that they want to go on that. Having who was it? Edgar pushed in with the IS4, gave Rico and the other Sheridan, I think it was Karolek, the time to push in, flank Nicola there, have him focus. He was pretty much alone there, nothing the endgame could have done there. So he was just out of position entirely. Loka now going for a lot of DPM. From what I've heard, Leopard only being used for its mobility, camo, accuracy and DPM, but a bit dangerous when played against the Sheridan. And we see one Sheridan, double E5, one IS4 Baron here, and triple Leopard. Versus one IS4, one Sheridan, double 113, a grill, a 50B. You rarely see just one, and Edgar and an IS7. So this seems to be quite D heavy here again from endgame. Maybe gonna see that IS4 going into B. Loka here probably gonna go towards A with those Leopards. But definitely mobility on their favor. Though it does seem to be pretty equal with those 113s from endgame. And we get into game number 2 here on map 1 Canal. Loka is in the lead. And so far, endgame has to want to turn this around here. Otherwise, this is gonna go in favor of Loka here very quickly with the momentum. If they win this again. Heavy's here coming on to C. Loka here pushing hard on D as well. Winchi being very aggressive, trying to decap C here. Not reloaded yet. Edgar, very aggressive, takes a lot of damage. Down to 2000 already. Nothing they would have wanted. C has been capped. The push from Edgar, pointless. Cap advantage here, quite ahead for Loka. HP advantage now. For Loka with Edgar there taking a huge amount of damage. This is not looking good. It has really been a rough start. Ariana here instantly going aggressive. Blind shots coming in from the Leopards as well. And this seems to be a very tough situation here for endgame. Pushing down with their 113s now. Are gonna encounter Rico here at the corner. Orca has been spotted. So they know that this push is coming. General has been seen. Baron now spotted as well. Winch here with his 50B. Baron using a very interesting position. We have seen this one before as well. It's just to spot the position of Winch. And he will spot him fairly soon. Ariana here just using a bush to spot. And those Leopards here just holding for now. Not showing any aggression. And endgame here are the ones to push. They are behind on points. They are behind on hit points as well. Edgar there not really working out as it was intended to. I'm pretty sure. Good focus fire there from Loka. And it does not seem to be too good right now. Nicola here has been spotted. And the girl here doing some blind shots onto the Leo positions. Has to be careful not to get blind shotted himself. Very common position over there. Karolik here trying to do some shots. Not a lot is happening currently. Winch here trying to not get spotted. Rico has been seen. And the points are getting close to 700, so we will see the move here very soon. It's a very slow map to be played out. Usually around the 800-900 points. The push is coming. Baron here has been seen now as well. General Enrico trying to trade some shots, but not working out just quite yet. Both here in very good hold down positions against each other. Points now are gonna reach 800 here for Loka. Of course, with those Leos, they have a crap ton of DPM. In case of endgame pushing in here, Sheridan now coming in, Edgar moving up as well. Good shot there from RD into Baron. Nice HG. Sheridan has been spotted here by Baron. Has not received a hit just yet. Baron here gets hit in the gun again. RG not able to do damage. Winch here getting up unspotted. And here comes the push from endgame. Onto Rico here. Winch coming in. Orca pushing General. And FJack as well. Good crossfire here from Loka. No damage taken other than on those 113s here. Missed rocket as well. Nicola has been pushing in as well. Is in C now. Has to be careful not to take from those Leos. Rico here taking some shots. Have a look at Nicola's perspective. He is getting tracked here. He has been resetted. Points are still ticking. But Ariana Grande there is in B now. So even if they stopped it, they might still lose on points. Push here coming in. Orca has to be careful. If he dies, this is over. Nicola is getting focused. Orca down to a one shot. Orca is out. And it's points for Loka once again. Not quite working out here for endgame. Just not able to win. On this map, it seems to be the nemesis here. And we get to the next map. Loka here playing very strong on points. Has worked out using those Leos, using the DPM. Orca dying very early. A bit too aggressive there. And it's the lead for Loka here, 2-0. Of course, if endgame loses here, they are not out automatically. This is double elimination, so we will see the loser play again on Saturday. And let's have a look at map number 2, which is Castilla. Again, we have seen this map before. A is quite an interesting one. It can get capped by red base, but it can as well as easily get decapped from green. So it's quite a rare cap to be taken, especially from green side. B is pretty much the same thing. C probably the easiest to cap. So B will usually get quick capped with C and B together. So we might see some T22s here, maybe an E50M for hold down or an SDB. 1 or 2 TDs could be seen, of course, the usual heavies as well. But let's just have a look at the lineup without hypothesizing here. And Loka is running double Sheridan, triple E5, 1 IS4, and the 268. So they do take a TD. And endgame here going with double TD and RD and Loka. Triple IS4, double Sheridan. So firepower here definitely in favor of endgame. Hit points, they are on Loka's side as well as mobility. So let's have a look how both teams are going to be playing Castilla here. Not the best map for tournaments, but there are some quite intense games to be seen here. So let's just have a look how they are going to play here. Loka, of course, in a 2-0 lead here. They want to take this home on this map. And endgame here Wants to avoid that from happening. And let's get some air here. And we see the E5s here pushing already onto C. The rest from Loka going onto A. And we see endgame here with a full commitment onto A. Just Nicola here holding back on C. Probably there to spout. Especially here with F-Jack going into A. Very dangerous play. As we can see that Kadolek is aiming. Ariana is aiming. Ariana taking 2 Sheridan hits. Spessy taking 2 as well. 1 there from Allison, so they know he is there. Hit points are still equal now after having 2 shots taken by both Sheridans. Heavy's there now. No party here. Nico pushing up in his E5. Is not gonna get spotted here whatsoever. Will get seen by Lego though fairly soon. And Allison there taking a shot. Taking another one here. RG putting up a great shot from across the map. Windshield looking to put in a shot as well. F-Jack here I think has spotted him. Nico here and Nicola have both spotted each other. Similar names but different players of course. And are in game here in a very strong defensive position. They are trying A again. This time it's Winch. Kadolek here is gonna spot it. And is gonna put a rocket in. Ariana here taking another one. Is now down to a one shot. He has to be careful. Allison here is repositioning. There's the push on to C. Nikolai here has to be careful. He will get focused down by those E5s. Spessy here is repositioning. Rico's taking some shots. C has been reset. And is now moving out as well. And only Baron left. Lego here not able to reset just yet. But Baron takes a shot anyways. And it's not looking so good right now. Nikolai here doing a very good job spotting everything. An endgame here just with a better position. Currently not able to do much. Spessy here being very careful. Doesn't want to get shot by Nico here. Orca of course with a good TD overview here. Not able to do much currently either. And of course the whole here Survivor still on top of it. Winch now here as well. He tries a blind shot there onto Allison. That's not gonna look good. Nicola takes a shot now. From Allison. And F-Jack here is being quite aggressive. Takes a shot from Miranda. Not able to put a returning shot in. Allison has been spotted. Winch now pushing up. Puts one into Karolek. So far it's not looking good. Oloka here. They have bleeded quite a bit of hit points. They are losing on points as well. A was able to be camped by Winch. And we see the 2 Sheridans here together. Ariana and Karolek. Survivor here with a very strong position. Hiding his lower plate perfectly. Which is basically the weak spot of the ice water that is penned the easiest. Karolek now repositioning. And it seems Loka is trying to play for C again. Nikolai here has to be really careful. Let's just have a look at his perspective here. Baron has been spotted. Rico will get spotted. Baron takes a lot of damage there. Is gonna take one from Nikolai. He will get focused here. Rico taking another one. Those TDs working out really nice. Nico has been spotted as well. Nikolai here will go down. But they have bleeded quite a lot of hit points to kill him. Bounce there from Rico. And Karolek finishing him off. But Rico is now down to a possible one shot. At least for the TDs. Karolek here taking a big shot from Oka. Really well done. And good awareness as well. Nico here is gonna get out without getting spotted. Lego here has to be careful not to get focused next. Is not spotting them running away as well. And it seems that there is the move on to C. Karolek is gonna cap it. And Nico here has been spotted by Lego. Takes a shot as well. Returning fire not able to penetrate. And the castle area here, or the church, however you would like to call it, has settled down a bit. Survivor here is gonna move on to B. Baron here, looking to cap it as well. So they want to put pressure here on endgame, as they are down on points and hit points. It's not looking too good. RG here, overlooking B. Puts a great shot here into Survivor, taking a rocket there from Spessy. And Winch taking some damage, has to be careful. Ariana there, still there. Survivor is gonna get B pretty much uncontested here. RG not able to hit his HE. And FJ here and Spessy are now pushing. Cadillac is eating another one. So both Sheridans are down to a one-shot. And they will have to reposition here. Ariana is running. Might get sniped by those Sheridans. Spessy here shooting another rocket onto Baron, not able to connect. And both Ariana and Karolek are spotted. Lego here still holding a really strong position against Nico. Rico, of course, is giving him fire support here, so Lego has to be careful. Is gonna have to reposition here. Does not have the DPM to trade with E5s effectively. But Nico there, taking another unnecessary shot. RG there missing a shot, unfortunately. Has not been spotted just yet. Winch taking another bit of damage. He has to be really careful. He takes another one from Allison. Lego now taking some more as well. Hit point advantage here still for endgame. FJ there in a very troublesome situation. Still all 7 players alive on both teams. And Loka here is making a move towards the castle area. Rocket coming in. Misses. Baron takes a shot. Spessy picking him up. Tank advantage now for endgame. Or has been equalized, but the time is up. And they win on points. Very well played here by endgame, getting that A early. After, I believe it was FJ there who took 2 shots, trading against Ariana. Really well played here. Good focus fire as well. Those TDs working nice. For endgame. Orca here doing top damage with 2.9. RG not doing as much. And Baron here, the bottom together with Winch. And Nicolas still holding on for quite a long time. And endgame here, able to sneak 1 game away from Loka. Are looking to get that second victory as well. And we have our finalized setups here. Loka is running double Sheridan, once again the same players. An STB here from Allison, we see an FV from Rico once again. And double IS4s and 1 E5. Endgame here looking to go with triple IS4. A whole re, which we've seen quite rarely in the spring season. A mouse as well, an STB. And Spessy in the Sheridan. And this looks like a very interesting lineup here to me. And I'm thinking a B, C position here for endgame. Can't really think that mouse would go towards A. It would take quite a long time. Loka here, quite diverse. Probably gonna send 1 tank to MC, a couple to A, and 1 heavy to B, which might be Baron here. And let's have a look on how match number 4 on map number 2 will be played out. Winch here the only mouse, giving them a slight HP advantage over Loka by about 1,000. And that might make a difference here. As you know, HP is not everything. Focus fire and team play is, as well as strategy. And Loka seems to be sending 1 to C as expected. Survivor here. Spessy is gonna spot for that, and the Hori here is playing quite aggressively through the river. Winch here is gonna go towards B. General already on the hill. Cap pressure here from Loka. General has to be careful to reset. Is able to get a shot in. Bounces the return from the Sheridan. The other one missing. Not able to put in a second shot. Has to be careful as well not to over. Peek there. Spessy is now in C. Has to be careful. Is getting spotted Caro like that. Taking a shot from Lego. And Orca, I think. F-Jack here not quite useful just yet. Spessy has taken a shot. And has been driven out of C. General here now. With the spot that Survivor was using last game. Liquor Lad now on the hill as well. Orca he being very aggressive. Don't know that the FV is down there just yet, and FJ here just keeps moving back and forth. Not sure what the plan with the Hori is just yet. The mouse here at B. Defending him against Nico currently. Survivor has pushed up as well onto the windmill, and Ariana is overlooking. Nicola now very aggressive. Orca is in A. They are looking to steal it away from them. Baron here taking a shot from Nicola. Really good shot. Orca has to be careful not to overpeak. Push now onto C here. Karolek has taken a shot. Ariana and Survivor there are gonna get C. And Karolek has been picked up by General. Baron here taking a shot. Sorry for the lags. The Hori now is behind here in the small city. Orca again is in B. Bounces a shot onto Karolek. Or it's the STB. Ellison actually. Spessy there taking more and more damage. He has to be careful. HP advantage here still for endgame. Lego now pushing in as well. And Allison there has to be careful. He's drawn back quite far. Nicolas pushing in as well now. Winch in the mouse is gonna push through the city now as well. Baron here is the target to get focused. General is gonna support Winch over here. Baron takes another one from the Hori. Who is getting shot by Nico here. 2 tank gun advantage now for endgame. Rico's still alive with his FV. Winch here going on to Allison. And the focus lies on Rico now. Hit point advantage for Loka. Tank advantage of course for endgame. Focus fire just better on endgame side here. But the points are still ticking. Winch is gonna get picked up by Allison here. Survivor has been reset by General. And Winch is now out. First tank down here for endgame. And Ariana in his Sheridan taking another bit of damage. Lego here picking up Rico. So it's now a 4-on-6. Orca here has to be careful. He's down to quite a lot of hit points. Only General here with the most. Ariana taking another bit. And endgame coming back from the hit point disadvantage that they had. And turning this around. Spessy here has to run away. General has to reposition too. Survivor there missing the shot. And now Nico is getting pushed. Is able to put a shot into Orca. And everyone is low here for endgame. General has to take the shot for Spessy. Survivor there still able to put one in. Nico is now out. Has been taken off by the Hori. And it's now cap and point advantage. For endgame as well. They are now in B. General has to be careful. Puts a great max roll here into Allison. Spessy looking to flank around. And Orca giving some fire support here. General fighting off Survivor. Is most likely gonna fall here. As he is now down to a one shot. Spessy has been taken out by Ariana. General is now picked up by Survivor. And Allison is out of the fight. Orca there picking him up. B has been capped. Point advantage will be in favor of endgame fairly soon. Ariana there taking a big shot from Orca. Lego over peeking against Survivor. And F-Jack has to be careful as well. A nice 4-hole down here. Not the easiest target. Everyone here pretty much down to a one shot. Orca in here is gonna get not seen by Ariana actually. And Survivor is in A. Orca looking to reset. And he will find Survivor here. He has the HP to take him on. But Ariana here is in backup. And there comes Orca. Pens his first shot. Survivor bouncing the next. And Orca will get into A again. Will get Survivor here as well. And Ariana missing its shot. Orca here will pick up Survivor. Is in A. Cap lead here for endgame. Ariana just on 10 hit points. It's not a lot. Misses the rocket here entirely. Cap now from endgame. And they take the map from Loka. Tying it for 2-on-2. So they have been able to tie it here. Edgar actually sending me a friend request. Survivor here doing a good job. Solid amount of damage. Orca here as well. Those Ice Force don't have a lot of DPM. But they did a good job. Counterleg here hanging down quite a lot. Baron being focused early as well. Not able to do a lot. And Spessy here for endgame not doing much either. Winch here just there to take attention. And attention he took. Really well played here from him. And we will go into map number 3. New Bay here. Not a map that anyone really likes from my experience. And we will see a lot of heavies here. We might see a TD. But let's just have a quick look at the map again and remind everyone how it looks from above. So A has usually not been taken too often. Then if the team decides to go to the bridge, then 1 or 2 tanks will go down. But usually the focus is more on B and C. Pushing over the encounter cap area. Maybe fighting hold down on the park area between B and C. So we will see E5s, Ice Force, 113s, maybe an FV, and definitely Mouses, maybe even an E100. So let's just have a look. And Loka here is going with 150B, 1E100, triple Ice Force, double E5, so full heavy lineup here. And endgame is going with double Mouse, triple Ice for 1 E5 and 1 FV, so also here full heavy lineup. But endgame here with an HP advantage with those 2 Mouses over just an E100. But I think the firepower here is definitely on Loka's side with that 50B. So let's have a look at how this game is gonna be played out. As we go with a tie here, 2-1-2 into map number 3, match number 1. Let's hope that we do not have to stay on the loading screen for too much longer. And enter the game. Both teams here acknowledging not taking a Sheridan on this map, and we do see a slight HP advantage here for endgame. It's about a shot from any of those heavy tanks. 400 really does not make or break the game, and it seems that we do see a split here from Loka. Pushing on to B hard, but endgame's pushing really aggressively on C. Is gonna cap it with those Mouses. Everyone else here going aggressively into the park. Whilst we do see Rico and Nico here on the bridge with their Ice Force. Allison in the middle with the E100 overlooking the encounter cap area. But no one is there. But of course they don't know that. Winch and Rashford here looking to flank around. No damage taken just yet. And we see an Ice 4 push here. Nicola the first one to take a bit of damage from those Ice 4s. Allison here is gonna get a side shot in. Or what? Get stuck on the building here. And we do a bit of a standoff here with those Ice 4s against Kaderlek. Against Ariana, Baron and Survivor now coming in as well. Survivor here taking quite a bit of damage from RG and Orca. Good DPM on those tanks. Survivor here, the first one to take quite a lot of damage. Nikolai here is the target to get focused on endgame, but Lego here pushing hard on Survivor. Baron here taking a bit of damage as well now. The mouses here, Winch has dropped quite a lot of hit points. Survivor is now out of the fight, Orca now picking up that kill. Baron here in a facehug will get picked up next. Loka's coming in here, gets hold of by those mouses, but ignored here from Nico and Rico, both pushing, and Karolek here is getting focused. Hit points are still equal, but gun advantage here definitely in favor of endgame. Nikolai here down to one shot, picks up Karolek. Karolek picked up Winch just before death. And Rashford here trying to hold off Ellison, still on full HP. Nikolai and General now both out of the fight. Rico here now out as well. Ariana in his 50B doing quite a good amount of damage there. Orca here getting focused. Rashford trying to shield against Ellison here, who is now down to a one shot. Ariana now coming in, RG taking the shot from the E100. Orca will pick him up. HP advantage here for endgame. Orca now out of the fight. Ariana looking to pick up Lego here with his last shot, is able to do so. And it's now just a 2-on-2. Rashford here with his mouse, able to pick up Ariana. Now it's just Nico, no party without me, against RG and Rashford. RG here with quite a lot of DPM on that FV, not able to hit his shot. RG here now, Rashford trying to block. And this will be game for endgame here. Going into the lead and match point for them. Rashford bouncing his shot here onto the IS-4. Trying to block for RG, of course. Nico here looking to pick up a bit more damage. Is able to put one more shot in, but Rashford in his mouse able to pick up the last kill. Winning the first game here for endgame. And Nico here doing a lot of damage. 4.1, Rashford and RG both doing an amazing job as well. Both scoring over 4,000 here. No one really on the bottom end is to blame for any result. Survivor here doing actually quite a lot for getting focused out first. As well as General, Nicola and Baron. Very well played here by both teams. By endgame with a bit better push there. Getting a free tank advantage very early. And Loka seems to want to respond to that with a double 140, double 113 and a triple IS-4. So mobility, DPM and firepower with a decent amount of armor here on the side of Loka. And endgame going with triple IS-4, double mouse, 1E100 here from RG. And Orca in his E5. So not a full heavy clash now. Loka of course has to take this if they want to keep on playing today. Otherwise they will get kicked down to losers bracket if endgame wins here. So let's have a look at how both of these teams are gonna be playing this game. HP advantage here and armor definitely on endgame side with those two mouses. E100 also delivering quite a big punch. Might be able to HG the back of the 140s here if they are not careful. So it's quite a good pick lately. E100 has been seen quite often and has been scoring quite good results as well. So let's have a look at how these teams are gonna be playing. Match number 2 on map number 3 here. Endgame in the lead on match point. They want to win this right here, right now. And Loka here wants to take that tiebreaker. And immediately we can see nearly 3000 HP advantage here from endgame. Those 140s really not carrying a lot of hit points against all those heavy tanks. And we see an immediate push here from Ellison and from Karolek. Not sure if they want to go A or just a bridge for cross shots. But it seems that Karolek here is gonna take A, whilst Allison is gonna take the bridge here. And we see a straight push into B. Full determination here from endgame. Nicola the first to take a bit of damage. Drives against the house here actually. Maybe had a bit too much alcohol in his blood. And Ariana here taking the first bit of damage on the side of Loka. And endgame here bleeding quite a bit. Lego taking some more shots. That 140 up there really working out. Nico now on the ridge line as well. And they are now in the park area. Points are quite even, but General here pushing straight onto C. Pretty much uncontested together with Nicola here. And here comes the push from Loka. Those 140s together with Nico are going to be pushing in here. And Baron over there. I've not seen him actually. My apologies. And here comes the push. Hit points are quite similar. DPM on the side of Loka here. Pushing straight onto Nicola. Straight onto General. Survivor taking a huge amount of damage. And Nicola is already out of the fight. Winch here trying to block that 140 off. Of course not able to do so that easily. General here together with Lego are getting focused. Nico here taking quite a bit of damage now. Rashford now pushing onto Survivor. And ramming into him. Orca here now straight in the middle. Lego is now out of the fight. Survivor has been taken care of. Gun advantage here for Loka. Hit points are still in favor of endgame. Karolek is now out of the fight. Nico here is getting focused by General and RG. General here is trying to back off. RG able to pick up Nico, but Orca dying as well. Winch here holding off Rico as well. 140 still alive on the side of Loka here. Lot of DPM that thing. Nice ram here from RG. And an unfortunate low roll as well. Ariana here now stuck in between the rack. Winch now out of the fight. Hit points for endgame, guns and DPM for Loka. And Rashford here trying to hold off that 1v2 for as long as he can. Allison here with quite a bit of DPM will get focused first. As the Icefall not renowned for doing a lot of damage quickly. And RG here slowly moving forwards. Rashford here putting one more shot into Baron. Might get picked up here. And that will happen. RG here not able to pan Allison. Quite an unfortunate track. Only hitting the track. And an E100 not really good in a 1v2 situation here. And this will be game for Loka. RG here just gonna try and do as much damage as he can. Bounces on the ice with heat. And we will see the tiebreaker here on our first match today. It's getting very interesting between both of those cons. Very powerful players. Very skilled as well. RG here just trying to put one more in. Is able to do so successfully. But it's just not quite enough. Those 140s doing a huge amount of damage. Good focus fire here by both teams. But Loka having just a bit more of that. Allison here and Baron doing huge amount of damage. Baron there actually surviving for way too long. Doing 5k in his eyes for Allison here doing 5.6k in his 140. Karolek therefore not doing as much. But really good score here by both teams. RG here top scorer for endgame. And we will see a tiebreaker. And the tiebreaker will be on Major Runes. This map will feature quite a lot of heavy tanks. We might see some 50Bs here. They are picked quite often. Some Mouses and IS4s as well. And we could see a Sheridan or two. Maybe some mediums. I'm expecting to see somewhat of a push onto either A or B. C has kind of gotten reluctant here at this point. Especially giving that C is more of a medium based spot, and currently we have more of a heavy tank meta. So let's have a look at what the teams have picked And endgame here already ready with Nicola in his mouse. We have Rashford with the E100. We have triple IS4 and double 50B here. We have seen that lineup before from endgame. And Loka here going with double mouse. A T22, a 140, two E5s and a 113. I'm assuming that 140 will go cap, because the only reason this tank is been picked is for mobility. Otherwise the T22 and 62A are better in most areas, so we will definitely see a quick maneuver here from Karolek. But the teams are quite equal here. In terms of firepower, those 250Bs will hurt a lot from those Orca and Winchie playing it. Only one mouse on the side of endgame, so HP advantage should be for Loka here. But with two mediums, I'm not quite sure. And indeed, we have an HP advantage here from endgame by 2000. And let's get some air. As we see the two mediums here, Kauderlek and Nico both pushing onto C, as expected. And endgame here, going with a familiar setup onto A. We see FJ here going more of a defensive B location. Rashford and Nicola here, with their German heavies, are looking to pump out some shots, especially Rashford here with the E100. And we have some tanks spotted already. C has been capped, FJ here has been spotted, and most of the heavies of Loka. Nicola here with Rashford in the back, who is taking his first bounce here from Nico, misses his snapshot. And FJ already in B, very aggressive game here. And Ariana here is gonna try and reset, just using some HE will definitely work. Lego here now in A, Nicola looking to do some cross shots. And Baron there putting a good shot, and Ariana doing quite a lot of damage with HE there, 200. And we see those 250Bs here looking to do some shots into Baron. Nicola here taking the cross shots. Endgame bleeding quite a bit early on here. And Winch is taking some shots as well. And B has been kept here by FJ. He was able to do that successfully. Ariana here has to be careful not to peek out too far. Puts a huge amount of damage with HE in. And not a lot has happened yet from endgame. Ariana here the first to take a bit of damage on the side of Loka. And Nico still harassing Rashford. General here not quite doing a lot. Not sure what that was. And we see a reposition here from Karolek, overlooking the mouses. Ariana here taking another shot from FJ. Has to be careful not to peek too far now. Lego has been spotted, presumably by Karolek. And Baron and Rico here lining up for a possible push onto B. The mouse is here now pushing in Allison and Survivor. FJ taking more and more damage here. It's kind of getting let alone. Those mouses here taking more. Baron taking a lot of damage. Baron taking more damage. Those 50Bs focusing down their shots onto him. 50Bs are now empty. Baron still alive. Push coming in from Allison and Survivor here. Rashford getting focused. Push here coming in onto FJ. He is getting picked up here by Allison and the mouse. And here comes Lego. Here comes General. They are pushing in onto these mouses from the side. Winch and Lorca now both loaded with their 50Bs. Focus here onto these mouses. Rashford still holding off. Got an Amarek there on Nico. Full HP. Turning the tide here. Big HP lead now from endgame. Pushing in onto Allison here, who is getting picked up. Survivor here, the next one to get focused. Orca now on a reload. Winch now on a reload. Is picking up Survivor, and this is Endgame's game. That Amorek here from Rashford. 1961. Turning the ties here against Loka. Really good reaction here from Endgame. Rashford with that beautiful Amorek. Onto Nico here. Of course, this is RNG heavy, but Endgame he definitely deserved this win as much as Loka. Just playing a bit better here. But bleeding quite a bit early on here. Ariana as well as Baron both surviving, even though they took very early on. And Allison here getting focused down together with Survivor by everyone of Endgame. Has decided to win here, and we have our first finalist for the upper bracket. Let's have a look if the other game has been decided just yet. And it seems that Legion has beat Raid here 4-1. So we will see another Legion versus Endgame fight. And now we have seen that already, and it went to a tiebreaker. And denying Endgame the victory here with a boost on Neville Frontier, I believe, which was the deciding factor. So I'm expecting another close game here. And for the lower bracket, we will see Raid play against Loka. That match will happen on Saturday, as you can see here, the 23rd. And this game is gonna be interesting. The winner of this match will play whoever loses in the next match as well. So I'm definitely looking forward to this. Now Loka has played Raid before. They have beat Raid before 4-2. Legion has played Endgame. I mean, they all played each other already, which Legion won. So I'm really looking forward to this. Now we still have 18 minutes left. And I actually have prepared some replays here. Nope, not mine. And let's just start with a Centurion 7-1 here. From Vigor Project, one of my clan members. And let's just have a look at the game here. And I'm gonna rest a bit for the commentary because my throat is getting a bit sore. Alright, I think I am back now. And yeah, game here looking pretty good. 771, the hash wagon. Definitely a good amount of ends here with the hash. And I just saw a message about my FPS thing. I know about that. I don't know how to fix it. My setup is quite bad and I can't afford better ones, so I have to apologize for that. But I'm trying my best to give you the best quality that I can. But if you don't like it, you don't need to watch my streams, of course. You still have 3 other streamers you can watch the games from. The game against Loka has been streamed by Footed as well. And the finals today will be streamed by all 4 streamers of us, so no need to watch mine. If you don't like the quality, if you don't like my commentary, you're free to watch the others. But yeah, we're just gonna be finishing off our first replay here from Vigor Project, looking for the 4th kill on that Pantera here. Pretty sure he is in this corner. There he is. Has given up, and he gives in the final blow for 4 kills, 4.9k damage, pretty much 5k if you want to round it up. And has gotten an AC with 1500 base XP thanks to the 1000 assistance as well. And yeah, let's have another look how much time we got left. About 13 minutes, so I'm able to show you the other 2 replays as well. This replay I will save for after the stream so that we can give the others a bit more time to get some coins. But let's start with KPF here. This is a realistic game. It's again the same player. He has given me all those replays. So thanks for that. And let's have a look at how he is going to play. We got quite a tough enemy here with Win and Winter War in both tier 10. But again, it's realistic, so games are played different here, and they played double KPF here with Albedo. Now renamed to OG Overlord. Who is playing quite aggressively here on Canal on the bridge. Looking for some targets, can't find any just yet. There's a tortoise. Nice shot there into the side, 560 alpha damage. Is what this gun can pump out. And there's gonna be the push here. And Gabe already picked up his first kill in the Chieftain. So win definitely. As well as Winter War, a strong opponent. And nothing you want to just ignore that easily. And here comes the Foch. Going straight into the barrels. Takes the first. Albedo here is going to flank, messed up the HE pen. Here comes the real HP pen though. 640 damage. So they do have some good organized play here with those 2 KPFs. Viggy now looking to flank around the Foch, bouncing its shot onto the KPF. And is gonna get picked up here by Viggy Project. Making the score 2-2, already up to 2.2k damage. And let's have a look how this game is gonna develop here. As they already lost 2 tier 10s. Now they're 3rd down. And the enemy only lost a tier 9 and a tier 10. So it's definitely not looking too good for them. Step A has now been kept by his team. There's a Sheridan. Not quite sure if he saw that one. Ice 8 has been shot as well. Waffle now out. 2-4. Not looking too good here. There's the Chieftain. Of course, does not want to peek when not reloaded. Takes a shot anyway, but puts one in as well. There's the Tortoise. Really not looking good here. Those 3 German heavies against 5. Albedo here looking to flank around the Tortoise, who is now a one-shot. with its 120 hit points. Ice 8 has been picked up by the teammate, so he definitely is playing as well, but gets picked up by the 62A, so it's now a 2-on-3 against Sheridan, 62A and the Chieftain. Definitely not a lineup you want to go up against with 2 tier 9 heavies. And there's the 62A, still full HP. Great snapshot here in the KPF. And the VK being a bit salty there. Also the caps are running against them. 62A here is looking to pick up Albedo. Not quite able to put the shot in. There's the 62A, and they is getting double tapped and deleted. One guy is in C. And it is the Sheridan who is a one-shot, so that is very fortunate here for them. And he is just sitting in C as well. He will get picked up here from Albedo. 4.9k damage already done by our VG project here. And 4 kills between them. And now it's just the Chieftain left who got a hash into the side or the rear of that KPF. Not sure if it penned or not. Messes up the next HE pen. Only doing 227. Missed again. Gets tracked here from the platoon mate. And this is able to pick him up here. Puts one more APCR and now has to run. 6.1k damage done already. Really good result in this tank. Gets penned here from Hash in the back. And now the Chieftain has to run. He knows he can't out-reload him. Gets stuck on the barrels. And now backwards KPF is not the quickest. We could just try to run for 2 minutes now with having 2 caps. That would definitely work out. But of course, that's not what we want. We're here for a kill. And we get delivered as he picks up his last kill here. 5 kills together, 6.3k damage done by VG Project in his KPF. Really well played. 2.6k damage by his platoon right here. And very well played by the 2 top scorers here on the enemy team as well. Really good result. With 4.6 and 3.5. And 6 kills between them. Let's just make sure that we again have enough time for another replay. And it is 7 minutes. So we will definitely be able to fit in one more. And let's do that. Another Hellas here. With bigger project here, with XS project and Lego in the team as well. So quite fitting for today's stream. Again, I saw the message. It's not like I can do anything against the quality. I am already doing the best for it. If I hadn't done it like it's currently, you would have even more frame drops. So either go watch for someone else or just don't watch the stream. Because I'm trying my best here. If you think that streaming a tournament is as easy as you claim, you're clearly wrong, and please don't ruin my stream chat. Thank you very much. Let's get back to the game here. Hellas, not a favorite of anyone. And it is another realistic game. And can he pen that? He does. Good shot there. Good awareness with his E50M as well. Leopard there in his team. So 2 very good German snipers. Really good guns. Not able to pen that E100 on the move. Are looking to push onto that IS-4 as it seems. Together with Lego here in his E4. We do see that Yak Panzer E100 back there. Also, I have not seen all of these replays, so this is a first time view as well. Mushi now coming onto the IS-4. Not need to go into sniper mode for third person here. Gets picked up by VG Project. They are capping A as well. E100 has been picked up. There's the Yak. Quite a risky move here to just go over the open field. Yak has missed its shot. Non-max max roll here from the Gate Project. Good tech shot here from the Leopard as well. Is gonna go on to the side. Tracks him again. Really good awareness. Gonna get another track shot here. Both of these players know what they are doing. As track shotting here is very important. E50M has been spotted by either players. And that was quite a quick repair for the track shot that he received. And it's gonna get focused here. The Germans not known for their DPM, but they still pump out quite a bit. At least those E50Ms. Leopard, of course, does have quite a good amount of that. Just gonna load the heat here. Maybe a bit unnecessary, but going safe never hurts anyone. E50M there, a bit salty. There's the E100, one of two remaining enemies. Not sure why he tried that shot, that would have never penned. He did see that E50M, I'm pretty sure. Yep, he did. And he's still full HP as well. So he will get focused here. E100, not a lot of DPMs, so they want to go for the one with mobility and DPM. Lego here as well, still alive in his E4, doing well. And E100 here is now down to a one shot, so he will get picked up fairly soon. As Project gets him killed, and now it's just that E50M left. And they win on points here, with 2 kills in between all 3 plays. Well played by both teams here, but the team of Gate Project just being that tiny bit better. And Lego here also with a guest entry with his 4.2k damage. And let's head straight into the training room, into the tournament room actually, and have a look at the map that we will play on the first match of Legion versus Endgame here. It's Winter Malinovka. We have seen this map before, as most of the maps today, which was quite dominant here by Sheridans from Legion, I think, as they played against a Immor, I believe, on the 4th day. And we have seen some pushes on A with WZs pushing straight through the corner. We also have seen some moves onto the more town village area on B and C, and with the church as well, the B ramp and everything. So heavies definitely, as always, E5s, 113s, maybe even an I7 for the speed. I4s as usual, maybe a mouse or two. We might see a TD as well, but that's quite rare on this map. And yeah, I think that's it for this map. Let's just look at the lineups. And we have Legion here going with double Sheridan, triple IS4, and presumably double mouse. And Endgame here going with a double IS4, triple IS4, double 113, one Sheridan here from Speci. And triple IS4, 111, 2 113, a Sheridan here from Speci, and Edgar in his mouse. So quite an equal lineup, I would say. And Legion here definitely with more firepower. I'm actually not sure which lineup here is better or worse. They both seem quite balanced, those IS4s on both teams. One mouse here on either side, a Sheridan on either side, but one freeze here for one mouse and 113 for one Sheridan. So I'm not quite sure who really has any advantage over the other. So let's have a look at what both of these teams can deliver here in our best of 9. So first to 5 wins. Legion versus Endgame here. First map, Winter Malinovka. Let's have a look. I am pumped for how this is gonna be developing. I am interested. The last time those two teams have played against each other, it ended in a tiebreaker. I'd like to see one again, but just for the tense, of course. Let's have a look how both of these teams are gonna play. HP is quite similar, so will be interesting to see how they can play this here. Dakotas and Spessy both going for a spot on A. Whoopsie here. Abusing that second Sheridan is gonna have an early mid spot. Not able to see anything though, as endgame is focusing a bit more on B and C here. But they have seen the two 1-1-3s who will go corner. Winch has been seen. NG here taking his first bit of damage from Winch. Good shot there from him. Lego now spotted as well, together with Object. And Dakotas here taking his first bit of damage, a bit too aggressive here against Spessy. Whoopsie now going to follow him here, giving him some support. Edgar has been spotted in his mouse, very passive for now. Probably to defend B as well as support Spessy. Whoopsie has been seen. C has been capped as well. Earlier than A. Nicola here sneaking in the cap. So point advantage here for endgame. Hit point advantage for endgame. Solid start so far, with some good positionings here. Winch in a quite a dangerous and questionable position that works in randoms, not so much in tournaments. And Edgar here just holding the back of everyone together with Spessy here in support. And Rade there with his mouse. Also just holding passively here for now. Last with his eyes for trying to give some Sapphire support. No damage taken yet by endgame. And it looks like a very slow game so far. Whoopsie here is gonna try another spot with his Sheridan, has to be careful. As Spessy is of course just waiting. Dakotas here as well. Currently just waiting. Looking if he can spot Spessy maybe. Whoopsie here being quite aggressive, looking for a shot on Lego or Winch. But realizes he's too far. Not a lot is happening really. Whoopsie probably knowing that Spessy is somewhere there. Orca spotted again. And Juicy here bouncing quite a good shot from Lego. Avoiding taking damage there. General has now moved up as well. Has to be careful. 1-1-3 not the best tank for side scraping, as it has quite weak side armor. It can get penned by an OS4. As long as he doesn't shoot heat into the tracks. Edgar here slowly repositioning bit after bit. And the clock is just ticking here. Winch and Object keep spotting each other. And Dakotas has repositioned here. Is now there he is. Edgar here is spotted once again. Not able to get shot by NG. There's a house in between. Whoopsie now being aggressive. Here against the mouse. Does not want to take a shot though, so instant repositioning. And Dakotas here coming back towards A. Whoopsie here repositioning into the middle. Onto what I like to call B ramp. He's looking to spot something and he might see Edgar here. Echo here bouncing another one from Juicy. And General has actually taken some damage here, probably by HE. Okay here. Trying to look into this gap. And both teams now have reached 800 points. Edgar now slowly but surely moving forward here onto the next ridgeline. Is overlooking B and he seems to be coming the push from Legion. Mouse is now onto B. The IS-4s are moving. The Sheridans are gonna come in from the side. Radis, is he the first one to take damage? Winch taking a bit more. Edgar now with Nicola is gonna push forward. Spessy here is gonna get focused hard by those Sheridans. And Rade here bouncing some shots. Edgar here pushing in as well now. The 113 is up there. Are getting pummeled by those eyes for Orca taking a huge amount of damage. Orca has been picked up here. And if Endgame can't pick up a kill, this will be points for Legion. Lego here trying to pick up last. Spessy now down to a one shot. And it's points. That kill decided the game. And Legion are taking their first game here. Against Endgame. Very solid play by both of these teams. But Legionnaire coming with the swoop, those two Sheridans just coming from the side. Good coordination, good timing as well. Endgame there, just not able to respond. A bit feathered out too much. Split it up too far, so not looking good there for Endgame. As we will go into match number 2 here. They of course want to win this match. They do not want to give and Legion here a lead of 2 points on this map. Would not be a good start. But as we saw against Loka, they were able to recover. Rip here actually not in this as a spectator. Quite interesting. I assumed he would stream this one as well. But again, if you don't like the quality as some people in the stream chat, no need to watch it here. You can just have the stream open on the portal and watch a different stream. Mute mine. No need to watch it. I won't blame anyone for doing so. But let's ignore that for now as we jump into game number 2 on map 1 here. Legion leading 1-0 against Endgame. And I do see a bit of an interesting lineup here. From Legion with 3 Sheridans, double E5, 1 mouse and an IS4. Against double mouse, our first TD on this lineup here by RG, Spessy, and General in a Sheridan, and we see double 113. Hit point pool here quite similar, not a lot of different. So it's again going to be down to the focus fire, to the strategy, and to the overall team play and individual aiming skills that all of these 14 players have. Now 3 Sheridans here is quite the strategy. Going quite aggressively here, all but Juicy. And the team of Endgame seems to be quite passive for the start. Those 113s here are gonna corner push. Winch and Rushford are gonna hold the middle. Whoopsie here is gonna get into C very early. Dakudas has spotted these mouses. And there comes in the rocket. Missed by Juicy. Cap C will get taken here without any trouble. Dakudas has been spotted out by Winch. And here comes a quick counter response from Endgame, capping A with 2 Sheridans. Quite a short rocket there from Juicy, not quite able to connect. And here comes Whoopsie, is getting spotted by Rashford. Does not take a shot in return. Dakudas here has to be careful. RG here is giving fire support, and Edgar coming in with the swoop. Dakudas now has been seen. Whoopsie taking a huge amount of damage, down to 6 hit points. Dakudas taking a shot as well. He instantly is gonna regret making this push. Nikolai here grouped up back with Edgar as well. They have to be careful not to overpeak, of course. Eggy here has been seen. Winch taking a shot there. Has to be careful not to peek too far. And the 113s here are deciding to push. And it doesn't seem to be an all-in push from all of endgame here. They are making themselves vulnerable. They isolated themselves. As we can see here, all of Legion except Eggy there in the middle, pulling a distraction. Object here coming from the side. Focus here now on Nicola. Last is taking some damage. Juicy is taking some shots. And Edgar here, the first one to get taken out by a rocket here from Whoopsie. Nicola putting another into object. Legion has pleaded a lot for this push. And they have to make it work. Dakota's taking some more shots. Nikolai here has been taken off. Object getting killed by General here. And Whoopsie is now out of the fight. Has traded a shot for his life. Juicy here looking to push on to General. Quite a risky move. Winch here now down to a one shot. And Juicy here also down to a one shot now. HP advantage here for endgame. Guns are still equal. RG now has to put in his shots. Eggy here looking to pick up Winch. And RG here taking a shot. Spessy able to pick up Juicy. And General here putting one more into Eggy. Is getting pushed by Last now. Winch here still alive. Angling very well. Rade is now out. Eggy here is the not one to get focused. General just baiting Last. Dakudas is able to pick up RG. Eggy is out. Winch still alive. Very well played by that mouse. Really good distraction as well. Buying a huge amount of time. Rade there taking a shot from Rashford as well. And it's game for endgame here. Spassy picking up 2 kills. With that ram kill. And that good snapshot. Well played here by endgame. 3.3k damage here from Spassy with 4 kills. General as well, really solid. And Rashford here with 3.7. And Winch just holding on for dear life. Receiving 10 shots and just not dying here. Whoopsie with a very aggressive peek. He got what he deserved. And that was punishment. Losing all but 6 hit points there very early. Has to be careful not to do that again. And we are gonna go into the second map here with a tie currently 1-1. It will be Alpenstadt. Now, we have seen mostly C and B maneuvers here from the teams of this spring season. Not just on EU, but on pretty much all servers. A has mostly been neglected. We do see some interesting pushes here with IS4s, 113s, E5s, FVs. Sometimes you will see a T22 here in the mix as well. We have seen a Hori on this map. We have seen Mouses and E100s, so let's just have a look at what both teams are taking, and it seems that Legion is surprising me once more. With a 268, double IS4, double 50B, 1E5 and Dakotas in the Sheridan. And endgame here going for double IS4, 1113 and STB. Spessy in the Sheridan, RG as well in an 268 and an E50M. Quite a nice lineup here. Good to see some variety, not too many heavies. We see some mediums. I like to see that. 50Bs especially here, they are gonna be the assassins of the team of Legion. If you can't have them put out more than one clip, then they are basically useless. So let's see if Vano and Rade here are able to do that. HP is way in favor of Legion here. By a little bit over 1,000. Was the lineup of endgame here a bit more mobile and a bit more DPM and firepower. Dakotas here going straight for C. Might get spotted here from Edgar. Whoopsie here going aggressive onto B. Will encounter Rashford. And we do see an A focused strategy here from endgame. Actually happy to see this. Whoopsie here straight into B is gonna get punished by Rashford and Edgar. in their ice force. They have to be careful not to overpeak. Whoopsie here taking a huge amount of damage. Once again overpeaking by quite a lot. Edgar here has to be careful. Those 50 Bs. Rade here taking a huge amount as well. Down to a one shot. Amazing crossfire here from Endgame. Very strong performance. Whoopsie now down to a one shot too. And Object here coming in aggressive. Edgar now taking more and more as well. Winch able to back them up. Nikolai here taking some in the middle. Spessy now with the crossfire. Vano with his 50B now coming in. Rade is out. Vano here not focusing down on Edgar. Oh, and Object here shooting onto Edgar and ignoring Winch. And General here onto Dakuda's. RG here showing who's boss. Sets Object on fire. Gets that kill. Dakuda's ramming into RG. Vano reloaded once again. Puts one into General. Is looking to pick up Winch. Bounces his HE. RG puts one in. And this is Endgame's victory here. Last picking up Winch. Spessy here is gonna get eggy. Amazing crossfire here from Endgame. Super strong. Putting down Whoopsie to a 2-shot. Making who was it again? Radekozo down to a 1-shot as well. Huge crossfire. Worked out perfectly here. And that second fire on last is not too bad as well. Hit there from Spessy last now on 47 hit points. And gets picked up here by General in a Z50M. Definitely someone who knows how to play his German mediums. We have seen him perform really strong in Leopard 1 and now in his E50M as well. Strong performance here, really strong performance by Endgame. Just outclassing Legion with their crossfire. That was beautiful. You cannot deny that. Whoopsie here, going out early. Object not able to do as much either. Radekozo here only putting out one clip last. And Vano here the top scorers. Vano at least able to put out 2 clips. Or 3 actually. Good delivery there. Good decision making from him as well. Shooting which target. Using his drum to the fullest extent. But it's not enough. Spessy, RG and General here. Top scorers. Very well played. By Endgame. Going into the lead here. And we do see triple ice for double Sheridan, 1 E5 and a 268 again from Object here on the side of Legion. And Endgame is going with a triple IS4, triple mouse and 1 E100. Oh boy, we know who has the armor and HP advantage in this one. But mobility and firepower I would still give to Legion here. With those E5s, those IS4s, with their heat. Able to do a very good job against those German super heavies regardless. I'm really looking forward to this one. Legion here looking to pick up that victory back from Endgame. No one here wants to go down an entire map at the start of this best of 9, so once again we need 5 victories. So if we get to a 4-on-4 we will see a tiebreaker here, which, spoiler alert, is Canal. We have seen Endgame play on Canal. Not sure how Legion played on it, we have not seen their match unfortunately. But Endgame here going with a 4000 HP advantage. They have to make up for that DPM that they will be lacking. Those mouses, those IS4s, not good damage dealers over time. But with the help of Orca in a Z100, that is going to be looking a bit different here. Of course, we will see a C-sided approach here from Endgame. And we do see basically a similar strategy from Legion that Endgame did last game, going on to A early. Wow, that was a good blind shot from Edgar, not quite connecting here. Last Vano and Rade, kinda the last line here, front line. As you can see, really good positioning here from them. Last is getting spotted. Edgar is spotted. See, now is getting kept by those Ice Force. Unspotted entirely. Eggy here now spotted as well. Lego does have an eye on him. And Orca here looking to reposition. Probably know that those Sheridans are just looking to flank. Edgar here has been spotted. Oopsie here looking for a side shot. We might see a rocket incoming. Winch has been seen as well. No damage has been done just yet. Edgar here the first one to take from Woodsy. And here comes the next rocket. Dakotas there missing. And Whoopsie has been spotted here. Lego, Orca and General counter pushing those Sheridans. Nicola and Winch now also spotted. Winch taking a shot from Vano there. Good awareness. And Eggy here putting a good one into Nico. They have to be careful. Good rocket here into Lego. And so far, only Endgame has bled some HP. Now also Rashford here taking some more. Edgar. And Winch, you have to be careful here. Legion now is gonna group up. They have drawn away those heavies. Vano here, the first one to get focused. But Winch as well as Rashford taking more and more damage here. Those heats of those heavies just going through those Germans like butter. And last here is now in a very tricky situation. Winch and Edgar pushing forward. Right into last. Rade here now taking some damage. Rashford now coming in. Last is getting sandwiched here by Germans. Excuse me, some German heavy tanks. And now the HP advantage has been pretty much negated. Last is now out. Gun advantage here for endgame, but Rashford is getting focused. He will fall to Rade and Whoopsie here. And Vano is getting focused. Okay here in his E100 coming in together with Edgar. Rashford is now out. Points are ticking against endgame. General here looking to play against Eggy. And Orca looking to pen that. He does. Edgar now is gonna pick up Vano. And Winch here is getting bullied by those Sheridans. Lego here will get taken up by Rade. He will not survive this. General here looking with a crossfire. Whoopsie now coming in as well. Orca there putting a shot into object. And endgame with a beautiful comeback. Have gone back to the HP advantage. Points are still ticking. Rade now out, giving some more points to endgame. And Nico here has to get into A. He is looking to do so. Eggy here is tracking him, bounces a shot. Whoopsie gets tracked. Dakudas takes some more damage. And the points are not looking good. If Legion decides to run, they will win this game by points. And it is their game. Good game here by Legion. Able to have their tank stay alive. The focus fire in this one by endgame not quite on point as last game. Legion just a touch better here. Whoopsie and object doing a good amount of damage, both over 3000. And those German heavies with their DPM just not quite enough. Rashford here only doing 900. Not quite enough here. And we do get another tie. And we will see map number 3, which is Desert Sands. Now Desert Sands we also did see before. And it is this map right here. Now interestingly enough, usually B and C have been mostly ignored in the past metas. But the HP buff of the heavy tanks has changed that, so we do see some BC pushes. But we also still of course have some aggressive pushes onto the middle part under the bridge basically where you can drive through. I'm just gonna call it the pit. And sometimes you see some E5 113's Ice 4 pushing in there together with a push of the rest of the team. It can work out really nicely, but it can also go against you if you fail to focus fire properly and target the right targets. So let's see how both teams are gonna decide to play this map. And Legion here going with double T22 medium, double e5, double e100, and one Sheridan. Whilst endgame is going for double 50B, double eyes for double mouse, and 1-1 on 3 here. No Sheridan on the side of endgame. So definitely HP advantage for endgame here. But mobility goes to Legion with a clear advantage. And let's have a look how these teams are gonna play map number 3. Here, a tie currently 2-2. Last time it went to a tiebreaker. Let's see if it will again. With Legion here in an HP deficit of over 2000. Endgame here definitely want to abuse that. Heavy spawning in the desert, not something you would like. Orca and Lego there especially. And we see a quite aggressive approach here onto C. A is getting capped immediately by Whoopsie. Spessy here getting spotted. The 50B not a good amount of camera rating, quite tall of a tank. And Nicola, Winch, and Rashford here looking to go into B. The mouses have been seen. Crossfire coming in here. Winch has taken some shots. And he is gonna provide the cover here for Nicola. The B cap will not be stopped here. Those E100s general here gets punished. And it's not looking good for endgame so far. They have grouped up here. But Winch is taking more and more damage. Good aim here. Good focus fire by Legion. Winch already down to 500. Nicola taking some damage as well. Those E100s there punishing general more and more. Rashford now coming in as well. And this is not looking good for endgame. Immediately losing their HP advantage. The E100s now pushing in. The call is on to these 3 heavies here. Dakuda's now repositioning. Rashford taking some shots. And the push here. Those 50Bs are gonna rush Vano. He will get picked up as well. Eggy here pushing on to Nicola. Dakuda's coming in from behind. Rade here and last as well as Object. Just going through B here. Are gonna ignore those mouses. They are looking to pick up the 50B. Spessy now down to 1 shot. And this is gonna be Legion's game here. Have a gun advantage. They have HP advantage. Nicola now out. Whoopsie now out as well. But General is out of this game. Now it's just a 4 on 3. HP are similar. But those tanks left from Legion are just with a little bit more DPM here. Object is gonna get focused. Orca here now coming in as well. Gonna support Lego. And those T22 medium here will not live for too much longer. Rashford here holding on for dear life for quite a long time. Orca here missing his last shot. And endgame here just trying their best to win this. Rashford and Eggy here trading shots. Lego putting one more into Rade. But he is getting pummeled by Dakudas. Orca here is gonna pick up Eggy. Is gonna take a shot in return though. 3 caps now for Legion. And this is just gonna be a points game. Rade here is the target to get focused. Orca now on a reload again. Good decision here from Legion to leave him to the end. As once he is reloading, there's not a lot he can do. Orca here trying to eat some shots for Lego. And this will be Legion's game. As it's now just Lego left. No DPM on that IS-4. And against 2 E5s. Well played here by Legion. And it is the winner. Dakota's here doing a huge amount of damage together with Eggy. Both nearly, or actually, doing half of the team's combined damage here. Whoopsie and Last getting focused out. As well as Vano here doing 2.2k still before he died early. Winch not able to do anything. And Spessy here getting focused as well, not able to enter his entire clip. And it is Legion here. Now looking to pick up this map and endgame, trying to tie once again. And we see Legion here going with 2 E100s again, Vano and Eggy. Has worked out before, now with double E5, double T22 and Whoopsie in the Sheridan, so there's no change in lineup. And endgame here, going with a double E5, double IS4, triple IS4, one STB and one 113. Still switching out the players here. Don't think we will see Spessy in his 50B. But an STB is an interesting pick here, Winch. And it seems they finally figured out how to have their lineup. They have put in F-Jack again, or F as it was formerly known. I did ask. And he is gonna play the Sheridan here for endgame. Let's have a look how endgame will be recovering from this here. They definitely have more mobility than the enemy team. And I think the hit points might be equal due to 2 mediums and a Sheridan on the side of Legion. But I can't tell you for sure. So let's have a look at game number 2 on map number 3 here. Scores 3-2 for Legion. Best of 9, so they need to win 2 more games in order to take this one home. And we do see endgame here with a slight HP lead, but not enough. Or not actually not enough. Just completely scratch that. Let's get some air here as we see Legion with a dedicated A approach, as well as endgame. Vano here going into the middle, probably looking to do a blind shot here with Eggy. Not able to hit, and as well as Eggy. Dakuda's here already taking some damage in his E5. RG here has crossed safely. Just F taking a bit of damage. And it's just not looking good for endgame right now, as they already has bleeded some hit points on their Sheridan. E100s here pushing in through the middle. And Cap now started from endgame. And once those E100s are in, the rest of Legion will be pushing. You can see the movement here. Vano is taking the first bit of damage. F is running away. Lego here will get focused. Dakuda's taking some more. Winch here looking to put one into those Germans. And Rashford here has to be careful not to overpeak. Very careful approach from Legion. I expected a bit more aggressive. Especially after A has been kept here by Lego. Has to be careful not to overpeak. RG here as well is kind of away from the others. Currently spotting out against A here. Beautiful shot from him. And a nice HP lead so far by endgame. They have cap advantage as well. And Vano here looking to flank around. Might be able to put a shot into RG if he is not careful enough. And General, Lego and Rashford here grouping up. Might be looking for flanking maneuver. And Legion so far very passively. Those T22s here very reserved. Not wanting to go too aggressively just yet. Dakuda's here very low now. And RG with a good amount of cross shots over there. Winch now repositioning here. Probably to support on those E100s. Whoopsie here looking for a rocket. Not able to put it in. And those heavies here from endgame have been spotted. Rocket here coming in, not quite penning Dakuda's. And those IS4s just don't have the gun depression to work here. Whoopsie now going through the city. They know that Winch is here, or at least are expecting it. If nothing else, RG here still holding. He will see Whoopsie. And Whoopsie will see Winch. And endgame here being a bit less aggressive. Again, Winch here taking a shot from Whoopsie. Not able to put one back into him. Not looking good too far. I'm sorry for the frameless. Those E100s here, Vano and Eggy, not as aggressive as you would think. Nikolai here still holding. RG, the first shot has entered his tank. E22 mediums have been seen now. And HP are still quite equal. The E100s now gonna push in together with Whoopsie. They are the ones to get focused here. Whoopsie now taking a shot. RG takes some more. General picks up Vano. Here comes the push from Legion. Onto those heavies. General here taking a bit of damage. Rade just going straight through the middle. Is gonna get focused first here. Winch now coming in. F coming in. RG coming in as well. Eggy will get targeted here. Rade still alive. General here will get focused. Eggy now down to quite low hit points. Rade here out. Eggy is out. Lego will die next. And it's HP advantage for endgame. Guns are still equal. Object here is still alive. Rade is out. And once object dies, it's a 2-gun advantage here for endgame. Hit points are in their favor by 2000. Dakudas here is getting ganged on. Winch here has to be careful. He will die to those two. Rashford here is still alive. Winch now out. Has died to Whoopsie. Last. Still on a good amount of hit points. And Rashford here actually ammo-wrecked with a dead driver. So it's not looking too good right now. Nice rocket here from F. Nicola here with a good shot into Whoopsie. Who's down to 28 hit points. Dead driver. Not able to maneuver. Nicola picking up Whoopsie here. And F coming in with a shot onto last. And this is gonna be another tie here. With a beautiful execution and focus fire from endgame here. Very good response. Just focusing down those low HPs. The E100's not able to do too much. Eggy here 1 shot. Vano 2 shots. Last and Whoopsie are able to do a lot of damage. But that thankfully for surviving until the end. RG here doing a beautiful amount of damage. 4,400. Good cross shots. F here 3,000. And Nicola with the 4 kills. And we will be tied again. 3 for 3 here. And we will see map number 4. Both teams here looking to pick up another victory. And let's have a look at Vineyards. Has been changed a couple of times now in night map, or more darker than it used to be. And B and A usually getting early capped. We have seen some pushes over the ruins now lately with some 113s as well. IS4s and Sheridans will both be seen here. We might see a 268 and definitely Mouses as usual. We might see an E100 again, E5s as well. 48 degrees of gun depression. So let's just have a look at how both teams are approaching this. And we already have a ready lineup here from endgame. Say that. They do change up a bit more. And it seems to be 1 mouse here from endgame from Winch. Double E50M. F in the Sheridan. 2 IS4s and RG here in an STB. And we do see object in his object again. We see double E5. Double eyes last. Is he able? He is. We see triple Sheridan here from Legion. Let's just have another look. Alright, so Legion is going with 1 eyes for 1268, double triple Sheridan and double E5. So definitely mobility on their favor. DPM on the side of endgame here. So let's have a look. HP here in favor of endgame as well. With 3 Sheridans, you can't expect to have a lot. And let's get some air and see how these teams are going to be playing this out. Scores 3-3, map number 4. And we see last with an early spot, F, and with an early cap, excuse me. RG here is looking to spot some in the middle. Is getting caught out by Whoopsie, but able to avoid taking any damage. And Dakuda's already in C, so cap advantage here for Legion. And there is a push through the ruins, as I said earlier, double E50M here, going straight through. Last there with his Sheridan, gonna play a very passive role. Lego here, already aggressive. And Orca here, just gonna hold B. RG's repositioning. F is giving Orca some support. RG here is gonna be hanging out in the middle, and Legion seems to be expecting this. They are taking back their heavies. And Whoopsie here has been seen now. Oh, General here taking a shot. Has traded one with Whoopsie. But in E50M just not having the alpha damage that the Sheridan has. Lego here is gonna try to spot some more. He might see NG here. Nicola has been seen again. Lego has been spotted as well. And Rade has been spotted. Might get cross-shot here by RG. Whoopsie taking more and more. Lego has to be careful. He is getting tracked. Bounce the rocket. Another rocket coming in. Is able to bounce that too. Takes some more bounces. And he might actually be able to take A here. Object just shooting another HE. Rockets coming in onto Lego. He has to retreat. He took a huge amount of shots. Dakuda's getting focused. But the points are running here in favor of Legion. They are playing this very defensively. Juicy still holding in the middle. Whoopsie running into the city. And Lego here just not able to cap A as he wanted to. Okay, here looking for some spots. Juicy now has been spotted. Winch has been spotted in his mouse. Played it very carefully. A now is attempted to be capped. Again, object there missing a shot. NG taking another one. Oh, reset here on A. Points are running. 900 soon for Legion. One more kill might seal the deal here. Orca taking a shot now. Winch here has to be a bit more aggressive if he wants to use his mouse effectively. And it's not looking good. Hit points here in favor of endgame, but if they can't kill, they will lose on points here. In a very short amount of time. It's just 50 left. Lego here not allowed to die. Here comes the push from endgame. NG here getting targeted by General, Nicola and F. And it's not looking good. Dakuda's here taking some more. F now coming in. RG taking some damage. And this is gonna be Legion's game. They did win by points here. That first reset onto Lego. Just not quite working out for endgame here. A solid damage spread from both teams, but points just absolutely working against them. Good early cap there. On to C as well by Legion, instantly going for that when they saw. They have the ability to do so. And we are now on match point here for Legion. So if they win, they will get into the grand finals. Endgame here looking to tie right back. And we do see some Leopards here again from Winch in general. We see double IS-4 as well, 1 E5. One Sheridan here from F, and Rashford is getting switched in. We might see a second E5 here. And so we do. Legion here is opting to go with another object by object. Dakudas here has a 1-2-1 selected. Would be interesting to see how that is gonna be utilized here. And we will get our final lineup. We do see some 140s now from Legion. Quite old meta tanks. They are getting used for their mobility, so we might see another push through the ruins with an object 268. We do see a Sheridan, 1 IS4 here from Juicy once more, double E5 and double 140 as we go with match number 2 on map number 4 here. Legion on match point. They want to win this right here, right now. Endgame wants to get another game for the tiebreaker. So let's have a look at how this match is going to be played here. Double 140 versus double Leopard. This is basically who can use their mediums better, as the HP are in favor of endgame. But just by 1000. Let's immediately go into the air and have a look how both teams are going to be spreading. And we see Dakudas here going for an immediate B cap. We see no A cap here from endgame. So points for Legion once more. F here going for an early spot, but not able to see anything. And we do see a city approach here by these Leopards. They are gonna encounter Radisha if they aren't careful here. Rashford and Orca with their E5s are gonna play against Juicy here. Nicola and Lego as well. Object has been spotted. Those Leopards here very aggressive onto Rade. Oh my god, they are gonna get some damage in. Winch here already using his adrenaline. They are pushing in onto Winch. Winch taking a lot of damage here. Is getting focused. Rade here is getting tracked as well. Those Leos will be able to get the E5s. And endgame here pushing over with everything they have. Juicy is getting focused. Hit point advantage for endgame. Rade is out. 2 tank gun advantage. Winch here will get pushed. General here the first to get focused. Good target decision here by Legion. Pick up the first Legion. Angie here looking to pick up General. Rade. Rashford here bumping into him. Gets focused. Gun advantage now for Legion. Object here will get picked up by Nico, and HP is in favor of endgame. DPM is in favor of Legion here with those 140s. NG here getting focused. Nicola has to be careful. Orca's bouncing some shots. Lego has to use his hit points here, and F still alive with a Sheridan. NG here will get annihilated by F, presumably. Is able to do so. Gun advantage now for endgame here. Lego trying to block for Orca. Dakudas here getting focused. And this is looking good for endgame here. F now coming in looking to pick up Dakudas. Is getting killed by Orca. Whoopsie now the next target to get focused. Orca is now out of the fight. F here not able to connect the shot. Whoopsie down to a one shot here onto 200 hit points. F bouncing a shot from last. Is gonna get picked up by Whoopsie here. And it's now just a 2-1-2. Lego and Nicola versus Last and Lego. Lego here looking to pick up Whoopsie. Nicola will get picked up by Last. This is unavoidable. And it seems to be game for Legion here. I do not think that Lego will be able to win this fight. Bounces a shot. Whoopsie now is gonna swoop in. And endgame is gonna lose here. They will not be able to win this match anymore. Legion here coming in with those 140s. Good decision to focus General first. Then go for the one shot Winch. Really good decision making here by Legion. And it not just working out here for endgame. So we will have our victory here. Last doing 5000 damage. Whoopsie here coming with 3.5k as well. Those Leopards just not delivering the DPM that they were taken for. And Legion is gonna be victorious here once again, still undefeated in this tournament. And let's have a look at how the next day, which will be Saturday, is gonna be played. Now we first will have Raid versus Loka, and whoever wins out of these two teams will be having to fight endgame then in the upper bracket, lower bracket finals, as they are already listed here. So they will be able to see how Raid will play, how Loka will play, as they will be playing first. And then the final game, Legion versus whoever wins in the game of endgame versus the victor, will be streamed on the 24th on Wargaming's official YouTube channel and on R1B in German. And that's basically it for all the games today. And just for those who maybe tuned in a bit later and still want to get as much points as they can, I have prepared a last replay here from XS Project from Loka in his bad chat. And so let's just calm down a bit. Let the games that we just witnessed settle. And just chill out with another game. Fun fact, we do have troll platoons here, a charioteer and a KV4 in this T10 map. Alpenstadt at it. And he is taking an early approach here. He's been spotted. A bit risky there as he stayed and takes one from the Sheridan, able to put one shot into the E50 here, is immediately repositioning. Saw that he has pretty much no backup and is going into the city here. Stock motion. Not something you want to see on your team. And a Death Star is nothing you want to see aiming at you. But he missed. So he is gonna go out. Nice strike shot there. He's gonna put a second one in, and now again on a reload. And E75 there now pushing onto the Death Star. He will be able to pick him up here for his first kill of the game. And make the score tied 1-1. Now again on a reload. Good repositioning here. Good target priority from XS. There is an M103, he is able to see that. Missed that first shot into the rock. Is gonna aim in a bit longer. Finds the second and misses the second here. Bit of unnecessary movement there. As he moves back and forth, he will be going for that Yag next. Has to be careful. Drill could be there, and there is. Loading the HE here makes a lot of sense. Fends the first. Fends the second, quite a nice roll, 460 here. Going for the shot on the Yak, bit more worth than trying to try hard on that girl. Who is gonna be picking up his Death Star here. And a good shot from that E50. HE here again from XS onto the grill, puts in one shot, misses the second opportunity here, and will go in an instant reload once again. Very smart decision there. Already up to 3.3k damage. And the score is not looking good in his favor here. 2-3. Tried the shot on the Yag. Bit risky there. Trying to go for that. Not able to connect the second one as well. And is now just stuck with 2 German heavy tanks on T9 in his team. Versus 5 enemy vehicles here. M103 has been picked up. Is looking to put one into a possible approaching grill here. There he is. Nice early shot into him. Not just quite reloading. And he is not. I would have reloaded yet already. He's staying here with 2 shots for a bit too long in my opinion. Still there. Nice pickup. Fortunate high roll. He could have also low rolled and not been able to pick up that kill. E75 there, picking up another shot. Really good player there. And is pushing onto that E50. Puts in another shot. Motion there against the Yak, and the stock motion is not going to do anything against the T10. Puts his first in, hits the Amarek once again. Puts the second into the lower plate. Looking for a track shot, not quite able to do so, but the effort counts. And is now back on a reload. And can kill both of those tanks now with his last clip. It's gonna be a 2-shot on that Yak. E50M is a 1-shot of course. Picks up the Yak, he is the E50, is able to kill him. And this is game. 5.3k damage, 4 kills. Solid result here from XS, gets the ace. Was a ×5 as well. 1.4k base XP. And pretty good result for the match set here on a more city-sided map. And yeah. That's pretty much it for today's stream. Again, for those who want to cry about the graphics, I have to apologize, but this is the best I can do. I'm just still a student. I don't have the money to have the best equipment, so please keep that in mind. For those who still enjoyed it, I hope you did. Thank you all so much for watching, and see you all again on Saturday. Bye bye.